Hey, yo, what do you two? This is Random Wrestling Episode 2. The base for this episode, we want to do our Wrestlemania 31 predictions. But before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to my homie, the Fanny Ninja, a.k.a. Gamertilsonrise. He gave me a shout on his last video, so I'm just returning the favor. Appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Introduce yourself if you want to.
Real X-Dog.
Black, black, black.
Go ahead.
Nobody.
Black.
AYT.
Alright. We'll go ahead and get this thing started. It's random wrestling talk, whatever the hell y'all want to. Go ahead.
My favorite topic, the crowd. The crowd. I mean,
I thought it was Tim Balor.
Are they there?
Besides him. Oh, no, go see. Okay, so apparently now the IWC's up in the shitstorm again. Yep. Because some fans, I guess, were ringside in costumes. And WWE's told them they had to either take out the costume or they lose their seats.
The fuck?
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, okay, first I was like, man, come on, Duddy. And I thought about like, man, if you're a distraction from the show, of course WWE, they're gonna remove you.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you distracted, so the dude over here, Hulk Hogan costume, stand up, throwing up suck it signs and stuff like that. Like, if y'all just came in a distraction, like, of course they're gonna remove you.
At any event, at sporting events, if you in the crowd and the asshole, they throw you out.
At least they give them a choice. They said remove the costumes or lose your seat.
Yeah.
Hey, except in Philly, it's encouraged.
And they got put in John Cena shirts.
But
could you remove your costume and put on the new John Cena shirt?
So
For
then
only $12.99.
So then the next thing came up is somebody tweeted that WWE was confiscating Daniel Bryan signs from fans that they came into the arena.
Are you lying?
And I was like, exactly, because somebody kind of like, how the hell WWE gonna have these people come into the arena and have somebody inspect each and every person's sign? And some people come in with blank signs and draw them as the show begins. So
Hey, that's the cheat
That's
code.
what I would do.
That's the cheat code.
I'm like that's some bull. Like,
After seeing through three out of the Raw, I just put a fuck Raw.
and some people have that crap on their sign. Like obviously they didn't get in with that. They drew it on there as the show went on.
No, what you need to say is Benoit was real.
Somebody put a sign on like that. That's not what you're talking about. No, somebody had a sign with a Roman Reigns promo. It was a big promo to Authority. And while Big Show was talking, somebody had a crowd in the crowd a sign in the background that said Benoit was innocent. If I find that, I will send it to Diaki so that way everybody can see that.
I'm gonna hit my move.
But the crowd, like I ain't talking about the New Day. The crowd ain't into nothing. I'm like, it's just two problems. WWE can fix this stuff. I'm like, man, they can't fix the damn fans.
You're right. I remember watching a video of Jim Cornette and Lance Storm pretty much say the same thing. You pretty much condition fans to hate everything.
Yeah.
So, and you reap what you sow, basically.
You know what? We were talking about the New Day early. Well, we were about to start on that. The New Day, they do something to me. I do hate the gimmick. But they had no chance of working anyway because they killed the thing. Like, when they took them off TV and repackaged them to that, it wasn't going to work regardless. It was not going to work. Because of the whole reasoning of taking them off TV was stupid. Not going through with what they had planned was stupid. Not making them heels was stupid. And then we go to this stupid gimmick.
You know what I got?
And all they do is hand clap.
A lot of stupid.
You know what I got? I got feeling.
New Day sucks.
Because we know how this man feel about social media, so I'm not sure. If Xavier Woods tweets being anything, I got feeling that still put together to fail just by his tweet. Hey, man, can say like man, they clapping because they got to stay positive. They don't want to turn negative because stuff's gonna go down. So I want these lose all these matches, get no reaction like this, just fine when they do go heel.
But this is why I think the gimmick sucks because the kids don't know about none of that stuff going on. Shouldn't they be involved with it?
And what are they about anyway?
You can drop a pin when they come out.
Like, what is the New Day about? What's their deal?
I don't even know.
What are the New Day about?
The problem with New Day is the gimmick, sucks, but you have the feeling that if they do turn heel, it's going to be awesome. Depending on how they turn heel or what they do once they're heels.
They remind me of a freaking church choir, a church dance group or something. That's what they remind me of.
Well, they need to play on that because they're not. they might as well go and play on that because right now
it's
what
theological bullshit. That's what it is.
Yeah, they need to let Big E preach, let Kofi drop bars, and let what you call it.
Except for that one time Big E went.
Oh, Fort Lottie Dottie, you got to feel it in your body. Come on now, feel the power.
Have Xavier Woods come out and drop knowledge, and there you go. That would be
But
great.
I'm not gonna lie, when Big E did that, it almost reminds you of like early Rock in a way, his delivery.
Yeah, I love Big E, and I'm like, he is amazing.
But the problem is, like, then it goes back to the fans. Like, even Big E goes off on the mic like that. Like, dude, like I said, you can hear a pin drop when New Day goes up, do that stuff. Even they do something good, I got feeling they still ain't gonna get a reaction.
Yeah, they're done.
But I don't. If you don't like Cena trying to build up, you talking about building up the hate. Like they hate Cena, but Cena gets a reaction.
I have an idea.
He gets Cena and sucks, something like that. Roman Reigns hit Mark Henry with a Superman punch. Only one person in that crowd was getting crunked with Roman Reigns. Everybody else is sitting there, seat like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Well, or maybe it appeared that way because they edited so bad on SmackDown.
Yeah, they added crowd noise in apparently.
Yeah,
I know they did because when I heard the reaction, I was shocked. Like, what the hell? Oh, SmackDown. Yeah.
And then when Roman Reigns ran around the corner and speared him through the barricade, nobody reacted. I was like,
yeah, because they suck at editing SmackDown. They really do. Some of the crowd reacts to be off too.
No, if they need to just keep Roman on SmackDown. That's the only way he's gonna get a reaction.
Hey, okay, I know this is completely stupid, but did they do something with Roman Reigns' eye color or something?
oh yeah, he changed his contacts.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. I thought he was trying to eye fuck people.
Please bring back Hall of Pain, Henry.
I got an idea.
That's what he does, damn it.
Hey, I got a
bring him
tinfoil
back.
hat theory right now with Big E. What
Jesus
if Big
Christ.
E, they're trying to build a Mark Henry? Because you're like, Mark Henry basically languished for years and also had a string of shit gimmicks. And then one day, he just started Hall of Pain people. And then Mark Henry became like the most awesome heel in the WWE for a long time.
Well,
until Paul Heyman showed back up. Until then, Mark Henry was the best heel in WWE.
Considering Big E's age, I don't doubt they wouldn't do that to him.
But they're doing it, and they're trying to speed do it because they're giving him these crappy gimmicks as AJ Lee's best friend, friend zone.
At first, I thought he was going to drop Dolph Ziggler sooner or later, but he didn't.
And then there was that time where he was in singles and he had the burial belt. Got that out of it. What?
I said, what was he buried?
Oh,
They said,
Thoroughly.
let's push back in this barrier. Who's the Intercontinental Champion again?
Big E.
Big E.
yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
should
right.
they should replace the plate with a shovel. Just go ahead and
In a
paint
gray.
it gold.
But
Hey, they should replace the damn Intercontinental Championship with like a sack, and like whoever owns it has to wear a little burglar mask. No one gets it. Fuck that.
I
got it. I thought you were going to say something else.
But what if they're just trying to do that with Big E? Like and then one day Big E is just gonna snap, and then people are gonna remember. Oh wait, Big E's strong as fuck, and he's quick as fuck. Mark Henry was just strong as fuck. So you think about it, you have someone.
Put Paul Heyman with
But
him.
Rock Henry was faster, but then he started eating hamburgers.
When Brock Lesnar
But
leaves for
Big E,
UFC,
though,
put
I mean, he's got-
put Heyman with
It's
him.
funny, in a weird way.
I don't even disagree with AYT.
In a weird way, Triple H kind of buried Big E. This is what I mean by this. Vince wanted Big E. Triple H wanted Roman Reigns. Who did they go with? They went with Roman Reigns. So in a way, he buried Big E because they ain't done shit with Big E. For some reason, Vince don't realize you can push more than one guy. But, they always got to have the guy, and it's Roman Reigns.
But
It was John Cena. Before then, it was nobody because Austin wasn't on there.
But I'm just thinking maybe he's going to be that one day like Mark Henry went from out of nowhere from just being, it's jolly old Mark Henry to Hall of Pain top
Yeah, they
heel
did-
Mark Henry. You know how that was
they
almost
do-
in a snap.
And they finish
They
what
could do that with Big E.
I hope so.
But they have to give Big E a new finisher.
Boy, do they.
I think if they do what they do with the New Day, if they, like I said, they actually if they set them up legitimately to fail and go heel, because they can't be positive anymore, because they keep getting screwed over, hey, you might have that part with Big E snap. That is one big nigga in that group. He will be the guy who destroyed everybody in that ring when he goes off.
Can they keep some stuff in the New Day except they change their preacher attire to
No, they got to be careful because then you start trading the Bray Wyatt territory.
red bow ties
It's
and get Booker T and
We're not reintroducing Booker Edge.
No, Booker X.
It still was a great.
That was the greatest gimmick ever.
That would be the greatest.
We were so close to getting it. Xavier Woods
I couldn't believe it. Like, this didn't happen.
Xavier XX.
I'm still mad that man come out in that bright ass suit.
But it's
Come
amazing
on.
how far Big E done fell. He went from being a sidekick of CM Punk and giving John Cena a big ending to this.
He was
In
he
3
was Dolph
years.
Ziggler's.
Oh. But
Oh,
his
yeah.
first night he attacked John Cena.
Yeah,
You think,
John Cena,
okay,
yeah, that's it.
I know what they lean to. And then he'll finna get another push because he was gonna turn heel and rival with John Cena for the world title. Then they decide, you know what? Let's unify them belts. And Big E was pushed back down again.
Hey, I got to-
Even though I know what happened to Kofi. That chain smoking Randy Orton. He messed up on one move.
Stupid.
I was gonna say another reason New Day was gonna get up because it's another change for Kofi and he's the same character.
And he's still a face.
Yeah, like you didn't do nothing different with Kofi. We tired of seeing Kofi by now. He's been there since what, 07, 08?
I don't think.
2015.
I don't think him being a heel or face has anything to do with it. They just aren't booking him right.
Yeah.
No,
They're
he's
just
That's
not.
true.
They're
That's
just not
true.
He's
booking him.
stale. That's
He-
what.
He
The
can. He
problem
can.
is he's stale.
He
He
can
had a
stay
great feud in
face.
order.
He can stay face.
Because
you
he
just got
changed.
to put him in matches.
Yeah.
They're basically doing to him what they did to Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin was on the rise, fucked up Triple H, was facing Shawn Michaels. After he got super kicked from Shawn Michaels from off the top rope, his career went downwards, and they never tried.
Well, the other show, Benjamin, he was god awful on the mic. He had no charisma
That was
whatsoever.
killing. Then think
They
about
were
it.
stuck with somebody.
But if you look at that situation you're talking about, look at all the top guys who wanted to work with Shelton Benjamin. Nobody's working with Kofi.
Well, hey, the solution to everything is to put Paul Heyman with him. Well,
the
my
thing with
solution
Kofi is he hasn't changed. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You don't
is
really-
make Heyman GM.
Versus-
That way he'll be with
But him
everybody
cha-
and
But
nobody at
him
once.
changing doesn't matter. Because he ain't getting any booking. They're
It-
not
but-
booking him right out. Even if he changed, if they're going to keep booking him in the same matches, ain't going to
Even
matter.
Steven.
But if they
booking-
change, yeah, that's a good point.
It doesn't matter if he changed.
that fucking
If they
show.
keep booking him this way, it ain't
Yeah.
going to work.
It
So they just need to book
But
him
if they
better.
keep him the same and push him, nobody cares.
yes, they will.
If-
You
if-
put hard
if
to
you-
get
if
beside
they-
something you done seen,
But they-
the
but
same.
The problem was they have never booked him like that. If
He
they
was good with
if
order.
he got the same booking as Dolph Ziggler has gotten over the last year, he would be in the
Yeah.
same position Dolph
No,
Ziggler was in.
But you know
they
why
don't do it.
You know why everybody want Kofi to turn heel? Because it's tired of seeing Kofi
Because
as a face.
no, we were saying that because that's the only way we see them going to push Kofi.
Yeah,
by making him heel.
even Cena went heel.
Because this-
War
because
was
this
a
they
heel.
Because at least they put
He
Kofi
turned a
heel.
heel, damn it.
Because at least they put him heel, that means they make him feud with Dolph Ziggler. Probably put him in a feud with damn, I forgot his name already. Dean Ambrose.
Yeah,
You probably
don't
put
get me
maybe
wrong.
John,
Oh,
maybe
that's
John
another
Cena.
problem right
Don't get
there.
me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
I
I
agree
was
with
getting
y'all
it.
because that's what I said about John Cena. I don't need to see John Cena as a heel. I just need to see his character change. I agree with you, Whitey. That's what I was saying. Kofi, if you can change his character, I'll be alright with it. I don't want to see this same
But
for
I understand what y'all saying with the whole character change, but it don't matter if they're gonna keep putting him in the same match.
Yeah, and I
when the
agree with
character
that.
change
I
don't
agree.
change
Yeah,
nothing, you're gonna be in the
When
same
you get a
match.
character change, you get a push for a little bit.
I got a couple points to make.
Okay, go ahead.
I wonder if speed burial is an Olympic sport. And the second thing is, imagine if they did go the Nation of Domination route. Imagine what they had to change their names to. Kofi Kingston would become Kofi Annan. Someone made a good point.
Kofi.
Mustafa Kofi. All right.
Great.
Xavier X.
No, not Xavier.
What?
That doesn't sound. The great Xavier Muhammad.
Nah. Xavier Farrakhan. There we are. Xavier Farrakhan.
Great.
And the best one that makes absolutely no sense. Big E will now become Evander Ali.
Oh my
I'm done. Okay,
I'm not
y'all.
gonna lie, Evander Ali would look awesome.
That
on
it
top
sounds
of him.
awesome. That's my next creative character.
Actually,
Evander Ali.
you know why
Make a
I'm glad that you
boxer.
said that?
What's up?
Because he started doing promos like Ali, how Ali used to do. Remember, Ali put out some godly promos back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Muhammad Ali murdered a Rob. He flipped the light switch off and he was in the bed before the room got dark. I said, Big E delivered promos like Ali did back in the day. Oh my god.
I can't deal with this shit. I can't fucking deal with this shit.
Also, Biggie needs to throw the pounce in his moveset.
Hell
Be
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Imagine that Dolph Ziggler selling the pounds. He'd go bounce out the ring into the first row.
See, I still wish to this day Marcus Corvon didn't leave. That would have been fun to see his career trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, guys like Cesaro, way better the way it looks right now, but I got a feeling why they're doing him like that. Big E, a couple other guys, the whole McMahon stereotype, got busted.
Once again, it
Or
has
took
nothing
weeks
to
to
do
bury
with
this
their
guy.
character. Maybe their character change will get some more people interested. But as long as they're booking and writing like they are, it doesn't matter what those guys do. They're fucked.
You know what? I'm gonna get a perfect example of exactly what you're saying. Jack Swagger.
He got mega over.
He went from heel to face for the first time in his career, and people was invested. But did they book him the same? Yes, they did. And now look at Jack Swagger. He ain't shit.
No,
got
and remember,
paid,
don't
right?
forget.
That's his perfect point right there. They changed his character, but they did not do nothing with him.
Actually, they did for a minute, and then he ran
No, we got behind him.
Oh, yeah.
We got behind him. They
we
didn't do
Rusev
nothing
lose.
with. They didn't do nothing with Jack Swagger. He was fed to Rusev. That was what he was there for, to get fed to Rusev. We got behind him, and like fools, we watch him lose and fail America.
Repeatedly.
I'm like, man, maybe they are going to actually push him, but then when they kept having, like, nope, they're not. Then they brought him back again, like, dog, y'all brought Jack Swagger out the grave just to bury him one more time for Rusev?
No, that's just called beating a dead horse.
Yeah, when they had that U.S. title match, I was like, what is the point of this? We know Swagger can't beat him. He tried 4 times before.
I don't know, John Cena's starting to going through a character change. That's Rusev.
Old
That
man
nigga-
Cena.
Speaking
That
of-
nigga locked that son of a bitch in the wrong way. I mean, he had Rusev, forearm caught Rusev's face like, Cena, calm down.
Let me talk about Raw last night. Did y'all see that segment with that fucking lawyer? That was the worst Russian accent I have ever heard in my fucking
I
life.
did that on purpose.
I had it on mute.
Dude, the dude said, I was reading the YouTube comments. One guy said the dude sounded like Dr. Evil. I'm like, what? I mean, JBL was berating him. Like, where did they find this guy? Iowa? He was just ripping him, dude. He was ripping him in a new one. I'm like, dang, that was great.
Yeah, because Vince was probably feeding into his ear, even though it was his fault. That
This dude sounded horrible.
Well, that's Vince's fault.
Did he sound like
You
this?
see, actually get a real Russian.
Yes, he sounded like that, but with a Russian Jewish accent.
Oh my god,
It was horrible.
that is amazing.
Well,
Horrible.
apparently Lana off TV, I think, for a movie, so
Yeah.
they have a choice.
She'll be back at WrestleMania.
Dr. Phil moment. This guy has identity crisis. You can't tell if he's American, Russian, or Jewish.
What you got there, son, is
So
an
Lana was
identity
on Rusev.
crisis.
That explains the whole thing with her and Rusev right now.
What?
Is
That
what-
explains why
that's
Rusev
why
went
I
off.
got
Okay, go
Why
like,
he
no,
choked off Russian style.
I was like, don't tell me Vince man.
I was behind Rusev. I was like, what that bitch doing? I don't want to see Cena at WrestleMania. You know, I know what happened anyway, but going kayfabe, I was like, what the hell is she doing? Just let Rusev pass out. He'll be alright. He'll still be champ. He go to WrestleMania and fight somebody.
Man, don't tell me Vince man do this again. The guy get over, it's like, you know what? Let me take the manager away from this guy. Then you lose the manager, the mouthpiece. Then Rusev do all these promos completely by himself. And then Rusev start going this way. Then we talk about Rusev getting bigger.
Rusev is an excellent talker,
Are we
though.
going into the Rusev?
Rusev is an excellent talker, though.
No,
We're doing this now.
Yeah, I was actually doing this now because
I just gotta say this one thing though. What do you mean you're happy they're not gonna do it? What do you mean they're not gonna do it? Of course they gonna do it. Lana ain't gonna come back all being married. They gonna throw her in the Divas segment so she can actually fight.
No, she
AYT.
ain't.
I know
look
you said don't get
horrible
her
at
hopes
doing
up,
it.
but come on, man, don't bring her down.
She ain't trained to wrestle. So.
Yeah, she's not.
She's
a
only a valet. Dude.
They will make her go out there anyway just to say,
Just to
hey,
be cute.
hey.
she
Yeah,
got
they
signed
do.
because of her
Shut
looks,
up!
and then they came because she could speak
And
fluent
'cause she's an
Russian.
actress.
Yeah, because she
I
could speak
understand-
fluent
I
Russian, they
understand.
came up with the gimmick.
But from this date point on, when they brought ECW back and had Kelly Kelly, not from this point on do I believe she was ever a wrestler. That bitch wasn't no wrestler. She was just there. That's what Lana's gonna turn to. She ain't. She gonna be there.
Yeah, but
she ain't trained to wrestle, but she just gonna be there in the ring just because. And she gonna get a couple moves done. They gonna teach her how to do one move, a fucking roll up. She gonna roll up to get victories.
Yeah.
I hope
Do not get it twisted. Lana will learn to wrestle a little bit. They're gonna put her in the ring because they always do that. Trish Stratus wasn't brought in to be a wrestler. Look what happened to her.
She's a yoga instructor.
Yeah.
But she was not. She
But
wasn't
she
no
is
wrestler.
now.
She didn't. She sucked when she first started.
Yeah, she did.
Trish Stratus was horrible.
But
But now everybody got her on this pedestal like she's just the greatest diva of all time. Now. She might be. I don't know.
Well,
but
She did improve in her later years.
Well, this man did
Greatly.
spend a
she
lot of
greatly improved. I
time.
agree with that.
This man did spend a lot of time outside WWE what we consider sexual harassment while you get pushed.
He's a genetic jackhammer, damn it.
I thought this is House of Horrors. I mean, I guess. What you about to say about?
Pimping ain't
You
easy,
about to
damn
say
it.
something else, man. You about to say we about to get on to something else. Yeah.
No, I was actively doing.
We'll do the card in order.
The Cena thing, yeah.
We'll do the card in
okay.
order.
You don't need a card.
Yeah.
Wait. Before you do that,
I don't know.
I've got the other
What
topic.
gripes do I have?
Bill Demott, whatever the hell he is.
Oh yeah.
Bill
he can-
Demott.
We gonna talk about Bill Demott?
He can be
Wait,
dick.
before you do that,
Yes, I agree with that. That
have-
pretty much sums it up.
I have a couple of fucks to give.
Oh. Yeah, fucks to give?
Yeah, one, fuck you to Triple H, cause like you turn NXT, you should know what's going on down there. If he's up here causing you superstars, all that kind of crap, you supposed to be on top of that. That guy supposed to be fired. Then another fuck you to some of these wrestlers that up here knew what was going on, but they didn't want. Well, actually, I'm gonna leave them alone. Cause they didn't want to lose their jobs.
I
I forgot about that. They didn't want to lose their jobs.
They remember they developmental.
Well-
They ain't making shit.
Well, the second fuck you is Devin to him. I'm like,
You mean like the Miami Dolphins?
oh.
Oh.
I'm like,
Bad joke.
Explain the situation, please.
That's gonna need a sense.
let's see here. Bad training, like wrestler injured, and he was like, don't trust they injured. Had them doing stuff that was completely dangerous.
Patting people on the head who have fucking concussions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Kicking
basically,
people in their leg when they got a boot.
yeah.
Using racial slurs.
Yeah, racial
Sexually
slurs.
harassing the, and I'm glad you brought that up because what's her name? She in Lucha Underground now. She was down there at that time.
Maxine.
Not her.
Dang it.
Even Leaf.
Yeah.
That like it explains so much with her because you wonder why did she get released? Why was she fired?
then-
I guarantee she said something. She stood up.
And then apparently some wrestler in that
Yep, she was the other anti-diva with Paige.
Yeah,
Some
when
other
she
wrestler-
first came in.
and some other wrestler died in some other league.
Mm-hmm.
So they did like had us ring the bell for a moment for 30 seconds while they were going on. He's came in there. He talking about I guess somebody they don't get to work whatever. He gonna kill all of them too. Or some bullshit like that. And I'm like, he just straight up called them pussies for being sad because one of the guys died.
But you gotta think about this. The Tough Enough show. Didn't we see this visually? They was
Yeah.
doing this shit on the show.
Wow.
You know what that reminds me of?
Oh yeah, and I hate. I remember my third fuck you. I'm sad for this one. For Jim, because this goes to Jim Ross and so many guys who are like, man, this is how it always been. Like, just because that's how it always have been done does not mean that's the right way to do things.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't be up here testing somebody injury. Like, somebody in the NFL come in there, that player has a bum knee or something. The trainer come out there and kick them in the leg to see if they really injured. That guy's gonna be fired before practice is over. He would not see the NFL again if he did that.
I think a lot of them just didn't know the whole story though.
Actually,
like, Jim Ross. Well, I don't know about Jim Ross, but like Jericho didn't know the whole story.
Jim Ross had tweeted after he was fired. He was talking about that's how it always been.
Actually, in the NFL, they would just whooped his ass and been done with it.
But he
Talking
was
about getting fired. He would got fired and the ass whooping. This nigga getting off easy.
Yeah.
And he got fired, right?
Yeah, he got fired.
He didn't get no. He didn't.
No, he didn't quit. He got fired. That's how
As
they
long-
saved face. Just
He
like the
better
whole
get
Jim
fired.
Ross retiring shit. They saving face. Jim Ross didn't retire. He got fired. What's it? Bill Demott didn't
better
resign. He got fired. I don't
They
give a
better
fuck
get
what he
fired.
say. I know what went down.
I just say
resigned.
I get tired of people getting away with shit, and all they have to do is resign. No, take that firing, bitch. You ain't resigning. You can't fire me because I quit. No, nigga. You still on the clock. You ain't signed no papers. You fired.
You ain't
bitch.
putting no
I wish
2
you
weeks,
would've got
bitch.
fired. Sadly, I wish you got fired, but you know WWE publicly traded, so something would have went down. There would have been investigations, and that would just been cutting all into the profit of that company for that. So like, yeah, I resigned. Like, no, you're just fired. They just letting you save face. That's all that is. And saving them time on investigation.
I heard in the other promotion that Bill Demott was running. The same shit was going down then. They did an investigation for that place, but guess who was in charge of the investigation? Bill Demott. So of course nothing didn't happen to him. Like they heard this shit going down before when he was down there.
They actually fired him before one time.
Yeah. Alright, what you think that one?
I was gonna say, how much you want to bet in like 6 months to a year Bill Demott will be a trainer in NXT again?
The hell he won't.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
No, you know the problem?
WWE has a nice little habit of rehiring their flunkies whenever no one's looking.
You know what the problem is? That's too much heat on that guy.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
The moment he steps back in, that heat is
This
right
is
back
the
on
second time he's been fired for
this
being
is
an
different
asshole
from them
trainer.
other times though,
See,
because
the first
social
time
media.
the first time he got protected, so we didn't know what was going on till later.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say.
Also, he's one of Triple H's buddies.
That makes it even worse. That was my first fuck you with
Hey,
Triple H.
Triple H got rid of him though.
If I was
Late, but he got rid of him.
if I was in NXT, strike, sue, strike. That should be their phrase. SSS. Strike, sue, strike. Strike, sue, strike. You gonna give us a goddamn money.
Hey,
Strike, sue,
I'm
strike.
so glad you added the extra S. If it was SS, that would be a problem.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They're all independent contractors. WWE could just say, fuck you guys, go.
Yeah, but you don't want horrible publicity in a company like WWE.
First of all, WWE don't want that whole independent contractor thing coming back up anyway. That shit,
Speaking of
I hope it comes up again, but right now they got that under control.
The other thing is about NXT, but so they're talking watch some of the stars and speak up like, what Kevin Owens,
The NXT
Kojima, what you call it, below all them. Those boys ain't really developmental. They big guys from the indie, so they're not gonna be messing with Bill Demott in the first place.
First of all they're learning is how to work the cameras.
Yeah, so they're not gonna be really involved.
Hey.
Just don't watch doors still open.
Yeah, well, wait a minute.
Well,
It's not.
I was about to touch on it a little bit how WWE's gonna send them on the road and affect indies.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
They're trying to make big moves to fuck up the territory to the point where the Young Bucks are Ring of Honor is trying to lock up the Young Bucks exclusively.
The Briscoes too?
Yeah,
They
but
ain't gonna lock in
the Young Bucks work for other promotions and the fact
namely
that
Japan. They're Bullet
yeah,
Club, baby.
Japan, and they work for other ones around America, like what we call it, PWG, and they're talking about like.
All I was gonna say is the Young Bucks are they're not signing no deals with Ring of Honor because they want to keep that option up. They still got a shot at coming to WWE because they are the biggest stars in the indie right now. Everybody wants the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
One thing that leads to one thing that they came up with the news that Ring of Honor is talking about Spike TV about getting a TV deal. And I'm like, please don't do that. Because if they do, they better make sure their TV deal is better than TNA.
The Young Bucks would be the new
But ROH is actually watchable.
Yeah, and
they. So you remember Spike had? You remember how Spike TV said, "Well, y'all got to keep Sting, Hogan, and whatever around."
Yeah, Spike got too involved in the problem.
Well, promotion.
Not
well,
really.
Ring of Honor isn't promoting much anyway, so going to Spike wouldn't hurt anything.
But Spike should not be Spike has no business telling a company that they should not fire somebody just because they want them on TV. That, like I said, Ring of Honor get a better deal than TNA. That's where Spike TV has no say so what they do with the company. Fine.
One thing I wanted to say though about this whole thing is that
but Spike. Before you get into that, Spike really didn't get all demandy until Hogan came in. Because I bet you Hogan and Bischoff shystered Spike into thinking, oh my God, we have to have these guys on at all time.
But still.
So Spike for the most part left them alone. The only thing they said was no man-on-woman violence and don't be too stupid, and we're cool.
Okay, the man on female violence, that's understandable, but they still should have no say so whatsoever about what I do with my company, who I want to put on air or not.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because I just buried the company.
I'm telling you, that was a Hogan move. Hogan and Bischoff did that.
No, I'm saying Spike TV still overstepped their boundaries.
Biggest swerve in
I
history.
was gonna say WWE tried to be slick with it and had a poll go on about what's your favorite indie promotion. It's kind of funny how they put ROH on there because I guess you could call them indie, but they're backed by $1 million company.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, LOL TNA because they weren't on the list.
You know what?
That's how little they care about them. Did they mention Lucha Underground?
No.
I don't think Lucha Underground was under that.
But y'all know
I don't
what?
think they can touch them anyway.
All this, every time people like to say it is not that easy. I swear, a blind monkey could do these motherfuckers' job. God damn, these guys are terrible.
He trying to
And they've been in the
win.
business for years. I'm talking about just Bischoff style, Hogan style. These guys, I'll give Vince McMahon a pass because at least he's rich off this shit.
You see now.
Yeah, this man buried company.
I'll
Let me tell you something, brother.
give him
Divorce
a
is a
pass.
bitch, brother.
I'm talking about the rest of the motherfuckers. Dixie Carr, I don't even know what the fuck she doing.
Fucking.
Yeah, she got them backdoor deals. She getting some BBC from all them wrestlers. But anyway.
The world needs the card.
GG surrender at 20.
But like I said, it's just I could do a better job. This, but I don't care if people tell it's not that easy.
I was saying the hardest part about their job is going to be the backstage politics.
Man, it's simple booking, man. It's like, it's just, this company's stupid. But I get to that when we go in the car.
The politics part annoys me, though.
All right. I guess we'll go ahead and get to the WrestleMania 31 card. Well, these matches are not in order of appearance. We're just going to go through them because this is how they're listed on Wikipedia. The number one trusted site in the world. Okay, first match is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Let's go ahead and get to that one.
What are your predictions on or
It's
opinions on this?
anything.
Okay,
Predictions? Oh, well, we
It's
did the
all-
obvious.
Paul
Okay,
Heyman is
there's-
finally going to get the main event.
Okay. This all depends purely on Brock's contract status. If he is re-signed or if he's going to USC. That will pretty much determine how this is going.
Nah.
Actually,
not
I
for me.
disagree.
Roman Reigns.
Roman's winning anyway.
Yeah.
See, Roman pretty much has to win in because chances are, unless they do a deal before Mania, chances are the deal will have to be done after Mania.
First
So-
of all, I think he's signed already. The reason I say that because the way they just been dropping USC. Just been name dropping USC. It's similar to what Punk did when he was dropping all them other companies.
But I said before, right now, right now this match for me is going to end unless there's some culinary involved. This match is going to be complete BS to me. Because Roman has not did anything to look strong enough to beat Brock Lesnar. He has not did anything.
Brock Lesnar's job is to make Roman look strong, obviously.
Brock ain't gonna make Roman look
The
strong.
problem is there's nobody else in the company like Brock Lesnar. If he was facing Rusev, they could pull this off. But he's not. He's been feuding with Daniel Bryan and Randy.
I said this last year. I said, wait, around SummerSlam, I wanted Rusev to be the one who beat Brock Lesnar at Mania. I said, they're going to push Rusev. I'm like, they're going to push Rusev. Like, okay, they push Rusev. Then when we get to the winners pay-per-views, push him up there, get him in the match with somebody big like Cena. Go over on Cena, because have Cena represent America, I think, what, the Royal Rumble? I mean, before the pay-per-view, before the Rumble. Rusev goes in and wins the Rumble where he faces Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Well, my pick was Daniel Bryan.
So you had a super athlete. You had a super athlete versus him, and I was thinking of Daniel Bryan probably he was injured.
What the fuck was
No,
that?
but I knew he was coming. I knew he was coming back though, and I was
Oh,
like,
sure,
when he come back,
My bad.
he can win the Rumble because he's never won the Rumble. You got to build this story. Everybody likes Daniel Bryan. That way they would boo Brock Lesnar because otherwise Brock Lesnar ain't getting booed. So I just thought that it all just would make sense to go with the hot hand, which was Daniel Bryan.
No,
This was before he even came back because if he wasn't going to win the Rumble, there wasn't no need for him to come back.
Yeah, you're right.
The problem is,
They fucked up when they had Daniel Bryan come out there and say, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. They was fucked from there.
but problem with Bryan, the same thing with Roman Reigns. You got to build him up to look strong enough to actually beat
But
Brock
wait,
Lesnar.
But
you
you know
know-
what? Hold on, let me say this one thing. I said the same thing when CM Punk fought on Brock Lesnar. And they did it in, 2 segments. That proved to me that CM Punk had a shot.
And that was.
When they had Brock Lesnar throw CM Punk around and he kept bouncing off the announce table and just kept going at Brock Lesnar, I was like, okay, he can stick with him. I still didn't think he could beat him. But if he would have beaten him, I wouldn't have been mad. Because I was like, okay, I know we're going to get a good match now because Punk's showing he can fight Brock Lesnar.
But Punk did.
Nobody else has shown they can fight Brock
See,
Lesnar.
Punk did. But Punk did that before Brock Lesnar ended the streak, obliterated John Cena. Then, well, he looked a little weaker in that night champion match, but then he could completely rebound and touch on the future. And the person needs to learn how to use Instagram better. Seth Rollins and John Cena.
And the present John Cena.
And he still won the match. They put him through hell. He still won. With a supposedly broken rib in the match. So they made him look even more beast head in the Mania. They haven't shown a single chick in his armor yet.
That's
Not
racist.
one.
I got 2 points. I got just 2 points to make. First off, the fact that Brock Lesnar isn't getting booed. Where were all these fuckers complaining about him not defending the title for a few months?
They hate
But they
Roman Reigns
still
that much.
cheering him.
They hate Roman Reigns that much, dude. Roman Reigns.
I understand, but still, these motherfuckers are so turncoat on their own values. They are mad about this man not defending, but obviously he's facing somebody they don't like. We're gonna cheer him now, like you just forgot the fact he did not defend the title for two months, and y'all were pissed about
That
that.
wasn't Brock's fault. That was
I know that wasn't his fault.
That's
but,
why they did boo him. I'm
but
not answering your question.
but that wasn't his fault. But there's a bunch of other stuff that wasn't other wrestlers' fault. And they boo him. John Cena's not at fault, but they boo him every goddamn
They're tired of
time.
Cena. Like, we can't put Cena in none of this when it comes to booing.
Roman
The
Reigns.
answer is easy for Cena. We're tired of Cena.
Roman Reigns and John Cena
Done.
have that Justin Bieber heat.
And my
Now,
hate
why
him
they
like
booing Roman Reigns? Because they feel like he's getting something he don't deserve.
Now,
But-
my second point, there is no way in hell they can make in between time they could make Roman Reigns look strong enough to beat Brock Lesnar when there's no Bring the Pain Mark Henry, when there's no Rusev, because Rusev is feuding with Cena. That Big E's on an island. Jack Swagger is nowhere to be seen. Big Show and Kane just need to stop being on TV.
Oh my goodness.
That's what they've been using.
Hey,
Big
they're the
Show and
greatest main
Kane.
eventers ever, though.
They use Big Show
I'm
and
gonna hit
Kane.
my move.
They use Big Show and Kane of all people to make Roman look strong.
Undertaker is fighting
The Big
Bray Wyatt. So all the big people that you could actually possibly put him against to say, hey, he actually looks strong against this person, won't work or not available.
And
So there's
time-
no way in
and
hell they
also-
can make him seem strong enough to beat Brock Lesnar in the amount of time they tried to do so.
Hey, wait.
Zero.
Hey, can they bring in Chris Jericho for like a night?
No.
That
Just
wouldn't
to
help
jog
either.
to Roman
Did you not
Reigns.
see what Brock Lesnar did to him?
That wouldn't help either.
Did you not see what Brock Lesnar did last time you seen Jericho? He just threw him off of him. And then, like,
Yeah, fat.
Jericho invented jobbing.
Then
Didn't he do that code breaker and
Then
then
the
Brock
other two that-
Lesnar beast mode him into a powerbomb?
And then the other two, the AYT left off, Sheamus, they didn't bring him back yet.
He'll come back at WrestleMania.
And then the other guy, the last person is Orton, but last time Roman Reigns was in the ring with Orton stole the whole match from him.
I purposely did not mention Orton because even if you beat Orton, that says nothing about him being strong enough to beat Brock Lesnar. You would have to put Roman Reigns at this point against John Cena, and John Cena is going against Rusev to make him look strong against Brock Lesnar. Everybody he could face to make him look strong to beat Brock Lesnar is not available or in another feud.
Or they made Roman Reigns look
Actually,
worse.
there's two names. Yeah, John Cena one, Rusev was the other one. Those are the two people Roman had to knock off.
And they're
to get
feuding.
there.
And Vince is clearly pushing Rusev, so he's not going to have Roman Reigns in that.
And you know what? And I got this idea from Diaco because he was the first person who said that the person who should have beat Rusev first was Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I remember
And
him
when
saying that.
and I said, okay, there you go. You have Roman Reigns win the Rumble, have him knock off Rusev on his way to beat Brock Lesnar. It was simple booking.
I still say that way. Roman Reigns should lose at Mania, and then he's the one who beat Rusev, but that means Cena had to lose just some way where Cena doesn't get completely buried. Because right now Cena needs a marquee win right now.
Yes, he do. And I just don't know why they just don't wait a year with Roman. Why he can't win it in Texas Stadium? Well, not Texas. What they call Dallas?
Well, AT&T Stadium.
Well, that place
Stadium?
in Texas,
It used to
and
be
the Dallas
AT&T,
Cowboys
yeah.
$1 billion palace. Why Roman can't win there?
Yeah.
That's the perfect spot for Roman to win. You make a main event about letting him win on this big stage. You give him another year to develop, where we all will be behind Roman by then.
This WrestleMania blows.
Yeah,
As far as a build up,
We
there's
We're
been
speaking the same page.
terrible.
Rusev beating Brock Lesnar makes more sense to me than Roman Reigns doing it.
Yeah, it does.
Cause Rusev already looked strong coming in. He wasn't part of a group like Roman Reigns was and broke off.
And he beat Cena clean.
But see, that's not.
That's a clean win.
See the thing. That's
I
not.
don't care what nobody else.
That's
That's a clean win. There's no interference.
Strike the ball.
Clean
There's
enough.
CM Punk beat him clean.
But
Eddie Guerrero clean.
this
Like,
is all that doesn't matter because they didn't need to look strong for anything. Roman Reigns is the only one on this card that actually has to look strong for his opponent, and they have failed miserably
See, y'all
in trying to
are
make this
looking
thing
too
look
deep
strong.
into this. How much is Roman Reigns weigh? I mean, how much does he bench press?
No one knows.
But I bet it's a lot, so that means he's strong enough. Next match. Next match.
Oh yeah, he definitely is strong.
That's all that matters. If he can bench Brock Lesnar's weight, he's strong enough. Next match.
I just got one more thing to say. Then we go to the next match. They haven't even been in the same ring together. I know we got 2 weeks. Well, no, we got a week now. They have not looked each other in the face since the snow. And you know the only reason they did that because there was no crowd. There was no crowd to shit on both of them.
Don't worry.
All we got is these great Paul Heyman promo. That's why I said this is Paul Heyman's main event.
Yeah.
Don't
Paul
worry.
Heyman is the only build to this match. So like Paul Heyman should be the champion.
Don't
Let's
worry,
just be done with it.
Don't worry. Brock Lesnar's strong enough to carry both of them.
Yeah,
Because Undertaker got a concussion and he helped carry that fucking match.
I don't know. We
He
see
can carry
Leslie Goldberg. I hope we don't get a Leslie Goldberg out of this.
That was a whole different
That's
situation.
scary.
That was a whole different situation.
To even put Goldberg in that spot, as in he's facing Brock Lesnar like Roman Reigns is. Roman Reigns is nowhere near. Goldberg could afford to act like an asshole during that and just bullshit the crowd
I would love
because
to
he could do. He was gonna leave and he was gonna do what the fuck he can, whatever the fuck he want. Roman Reigns here to stay.
I do want
That's
to
the main difference. Roman Reigns here to stay.
I do want to know the backstage politics on that match. Why
He
they
was
put it
leaving.
that way.
But if I knew about NoDQ.com back then, I would probably known. But
Why they put the
Yeah, I wonder
Goldberg,
why Goldberg and Lesnar did not do what everybody thought they were going to do. I'm wondering what's the backstage on that one.
They're both
You
leaving.
want me to tell you?
You know, for real, you guessing?
No, it ain't no guessing.
What?
They, like, why they were put in the match against each other?
No. Why the match
match
wasn't what we thought? We thought it was
They
going to
didn't
be.
care. They both was on their way out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
They both have to it. They're both not the kind of guys.
And
they
the
don't
fans,
love this.
if you think about it, they're probably the main reason they didn't perform because the fans shit on them when they walked out there. The fans already knew.
They already knew.
They already knew they was walking. They was leaving.
Yeah.
And guess how they found out? What Brock Lesnar told he wasn't going to NFL some fucking me. Right before Mania. I'm like, of course they was gonna shit on them.
If that's the case, that was the case leading up to it. I had no idea.
Why did they both sell the Sterling from Austin? I don't know.
But that's why.
Because it's Austin.
Well, yeah, because he paid dues. But he had to get some payback.
I mean, they didn't care. Like,
that
they
and
didn't have to sell
that
it.
and this Mania, the crowd was dead. You have.
And then but that's the only thing that matters to Vince McMahon. It doesn't matter if he booked him strong. It just matters that he can bench press and he's tall and he's muscular. That's it.
Okay, let's go to another match because I'm tired of talking about Brock and
Sting,
Roman.
Triple H.
This is one of the few matches that actually got some kind of build up over the last 4 weeks, even if it was minimal.
Hey, let me
Yeah,
start
but
off by
you
saying
was-
this before we go into it. You know, this is the main problem with WrestleMania this year. Why the build-up suck? Because your top 3 matches you promote, one of those guys in that match can't be on TV every week. All 3 of them.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar shows up and they're scared to put him in front of Roman, so you can cancel
He'll
that one
be there
out.
next week. They say.
Sting, Sting can't be on TV every week.
Nope.
Because
The
it kills
Undertaker
his mystique.
and the Undertaker can't be on. Well, he won't show up till Mania.
He ought to be
Well,
done.
there's that, but I have the other reason. You know why this particular match is getting more build up than the rest of them?
'Cause Triple
That
H.
big nose ass motherfuckers, and that's the only reason. Matter of fact, they completely ignoring everything else and saying Sting, Triple H, this is history in the making. Triple H happens to be the COO
This
of
is-
bullshit.
Hey,
That's-
this is why
that's-
they do
that's-
Sting.
you know what?
Boss's
You might be
daughter.
100% right, but the thing you have to look at it is Sting's first match. Sting finally in WWE is his first match.
That
Everybody
and
wants
he's
to see
going
it.
against the King of Kings.
Like the
Yeah,
fact that
the-
he's facing Triple H, he
the
could
shovel
have
master.
been facing Rusev, and they would have had the
Favorite
same
customer.
amount of build and the same
The
amount of
shovel
inches.
knight.
It would be about step and a half down. Him facing Triple H.
Reeves,
Besides the Rock and Austin, the
Reeves
king,
construction
basically the king
dream
of WWE.
Hey, you know what? I hate to
The
back
ass
up.
kicker.
I really hate to back up, but we didn't do predictions on the Roman Reigns.
Oh, I predicted
it was
Okay,
Roman
like I said,
Reigns.
my
There ain't no
opinion goes depending on where
It-
Brock
it-
Lesnar's going to be.
it
at
doesn't matter.
WrestleMania.
Okay,
Yeah,
Roman's reigns.
I
Okay,
went
what are we
Reigns.
assuming
I went-
here?
no.
I'm going with Whoa Man Reigns.
Whoa, man.
I'm gonna say
I said mine's in the last real wrestling. I got a 0.01% chance of it being a triple threat. Because, like I said, I want Brock Lesnar to destroy Roman Reigns, destroy the third wheel of the match, and then just drag Roman Reigns on top of the third wheel and walk out the ring.
And then
So
say,
Roman Reigns is
I'm
not
going
deserved to
UFC,
go
bitch.
over Brock Lesnar right now.
And you want him to put his finger up in here and say, I'm going UFC, bitches.
I don't care if he does that now. He just leave like he's over the title.
I want to strip him of the title next night and then just hand it to Seth.
I'm predicting three.
Hey, you get heat on Seth because he didn't win shit.
I'm predicting 3 Superman punches, then a pin.
Oh,
Then the spear, then the pin, yeah.
No, they ain't gonna spear him.
He gonna beat
Brock
Brock Lesnar with a spear.
Cause Brock Lesnar just go sit up and
No,
like,
no,
was that a spear?
This is how
Let me
this is
show
going.
you how a spear is done, and then spear the crap out of Roman Reigns. That's why I say 3 Superman punches. Cause at least that's UFC related, and they
Okay.
can make some kind of bullshit ass connection.
Okay, now, here's it. Here we go. Okay, first he's gonna shoulder tackle him. Then he's gonna shoulder tackle him. No, clothesline. Then he's gonna clothesline him again. Then he's gonna punch the ground. And then
3
cock his
Superman
fist,
punches.
Superman punch. And then roar, spear, pin, win. 4 moves of doom, Roman Reigns edition.
no, I hope. No, my other
This is
side
why I was
hope.
scared to go back to that.
This
We
is
did have
my
the prediction.
last
We
side
did have the
Whitey,
prediction.
Whitey.
Yeah,
There's a door.
My last side hope is Obi-Wan Rollins come out somehow and steal the match for Roman Reigns by pinning Brock Lesnar.
Anyway,
Okay, now we can talk about Triple H.
I'm done. I can't do. What did
but
Rollins,
before we go, let's just make sure we're all in agreement. There is a guaranteed spot where Roman Reigns will spear him. Brock Lesnar will sit up and like,
He got
that's a
this.
spear? Nigga, come here! And spear the fuck out of Roman Reigns.
I mean, if they want to make Roman
They
look
will-
strong, they should let him beat him with
Nah,
one
he's
spear.
No,
gonna
he's gotta
beat him.
kick out
He's
like
gotta
2
beat
by
him.
5.
He's gonna beat him with 2 spears.
They need to let him beat him with one spear if they want to make Roman
It's gonna
look
take
strong.
15.
He's gonna kick out of an F5.
It's gonna take
All right,
15.
but we need to go to the next match. 'Cause that
See that
Obi-Wan Rollins, boy, that's a good one.
Sting versus Triple
You're
H.
Well,
really
Sting is gonna win.
Of
Of
course,
course.
Sting gonna win.
Okay.
Sting should win.
Okay,
You-
Okay, but
And it's-
here's my only beef with this. Okay, when he has his WrestleMania entrance, okay, are we gonna get Crow Sting theme and can he do the monologue and have that voiceover for the History of Sting video or whatever promo the other night? Which
No,
wasn't his
he's gonna
voice.
get a basic entrance and the lights are gonna go off.
I
That's
don't
it.
think-
That's part of the entrance.
It depends. I like this. It just depends on what time it is.
That's what I
If
mean.
it's late in the show where it's finally nighttime on the West Coast,
Oh yeah,
his
that'll be
entrance should be
epic.
much better. But I hate to doing this outside.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be like it was if it was inside like Cowboy Stadium next
Well,
year.
they cut the budget, so I mean it wouldn't matter. So.
This
Yeah, but
WrestleMania.
it'd be cool if he let out like a bunch of crows or something as part of his entrance.
This man ain't got
Like
time.
doves.
So what else do we have to talk about with Triple H and Sting? Like,
Nothing, just
I mean,
That's
prediction.
retarded build-up.
they're doing. I mean,
How
the
many
build up.
How many Raws we got till WrestleMania?
No,
Why-
why are they choosing this build-up? Why?
Why-
They had Sting say in a promo, whether that was his voice or not, I failed to save WCW. Who the fuck cares about WCW? That was 14
It's
years ago.
2015.
That's 14 years ago.
That's two.
This is, to tell you the truth, this is the way I thought the storyline would go up to, because the way Triple H was saying in his promo, he was talking about like how Sting is there to destroy him, destroy Triple H, which is true, or destroy the WWE period. But I thought Sting was going to be more of a person that's going to say like he sees an evil figure in the power position and he wants to remove that figure from his power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking it was going for. I didn't think it was that BS about Sting just trying to destroy the WWE. No.
Yeah.
He's trying to prevent another
And
travesty.
then Triple H said, I helped destroy WCW. Where the hell was you when this was going on?
This is where.
Yeah, was he in the NWO? I didn't know he had.
He wasn't even in a lame invasion angle.
I thought it was an inside job for Hogan being sitting there to assassinate WCW. But still.
Why is there no stipulation?
You know.
I don't know. I was about to bring that up.
That's a good point.
He destroyed WWE. Then why doesn't he take the head off the CEO of the Authority?
I know
The
that's-
Authority-
In the Authority.
they don't even have.
That's what I said 3 months ago.
That doesn't even have to be a stipulation. Make it DQ something. At least let the man use the baseball bat. Come on, man. At least let the man
there
use the
will be a
shovel.
ref- there will be a ref
use the
bump.
shovel and the
The
goddamn
hammer.
sledgehammer.
Oh, you know it's gonna be.
Do something.
There will be
Your
a ref
weapon
bump.
will be involved.
And then,
There
there will be a
It
ref
doesn't
bump.
need to be. It doesn't need to be anything special like getting rid of the authority.
Like-
Just give us no DQ. pin count anywhere. Something that allows the use of a sledgehammer and a baseball bat. That's all that matters.
No stipulation, because we still got 2 weeks. They might do it next week.
But if I don't see a baseball bat and a sledgehammer used, WrestleMania will be a complete and utter failure to the world of WrestleManias.
I'm about 99% sure that bat will be used. But remember I said that. Remember I said the thing should be the authority because I'm closer to when Sting made his appearance. He made his appearance at SummerSlam for Dolph to close the door on the authority, and then he brought back the authority in the most BS way possible. So that would be the perfect closure. Sting finishes what he did start at Survivor Series.
Oh, my time.
Yeah.
You know. According to the grassy knoll theory, there was 2 shooters. Maybe Hogan was one of them. And he just like assassinating things. Just saying.
And the other thing is, I hope Lillian Garcia makes sure she does the intro correctly.
Jesus Christ!
But how
Please don't say. I hope they say this is Sting when he comes out.
I hope if she gets it wrong, I hope Sting Austin Aries her.
But how much face to face of Triple H Sting had? Like 3 times? Twice I think. On Raw and during the pay-per-view they had. That was the only time they seen each other. That's a horrible build-up, and they don't even mention it.
I bet you like 20 years ago, I think Sting and some loser named Terra Rising did battle at least once.
But they don't even mention them in the same storyline. They don't even mention them in the same storyline. It's like Triple H is involved with stopping
Triple H's.
Who is he? It's like he's solely involved with stopping Randy Orton, and they're barely even talking about Sting. Like this is some of the worst. It's like this is all-time worst build-up to a WrestleMania. These matches better be damn good, or else this. Oh,
don't get your
no. Go ahead, finish.
Oh, or else it's gonna be one of the all-time worst WrestleMania. All-time build-up and show. They better put on some highlights.
Can't be as bad as WrestleMania 27.
What's the next?
Oh Lord.
So what's next, man?
Oh, we need. Well, we already made predictions.
Can we skip the Andre Giant, whatever it is?
Next.
Actually, I want to try to predict the winner.
So far, they had the predictions are according to Wikipedia: The Miz, Curtis Axel, Ryback, Fandango, Adam Rose, Zack Ryder, Jack Swagger, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, Big Show, Kane, Eric Rowan, Damian Mizdow, Sin Cara, Goldust, Heath Slater, and Mark Henry.
Okay, I got 2 choices.
Ryback.
I got 2 choices. Heath Slater, because he's a favorite, and you mentioned some other heel that'd be hilarious, but I forgot who.
What, The Miz?
No.
The Big Show.
Not the Big Show. Let me see that list again.
I'm putting it on either.
No. Axelmania is gonna run wild, brothers. Axelmania.
Lord
Hashtag.
beware that they actually let a black man win the match during this night.
I'm like, do you really want to win this? We seen him have a Cesaro.
Yeah.
Curtis Axel.
He don't even have his trophy anymore.
I'm gonna predict. I think Mark Henry's go with it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Just to give him that paycheck.
I do mine.
Last hurrah.
Damian Mizdow's gonna win this.
That was my second.
Or Sheamus gonna surprise. Because if Sheamus is in this battle royal, he's winning.
Yeah.
If he's in it, he's winning.
Okay, I'll put the asterisk by that. He's in there. I'm shaking my pick the same thing.
That's why I said Mizdow, because that's who I think is gonna win it.
No.
I'm changing that. I just thought of something. The Miz is gonna win this. I'm going with the Miz.
In the most
because you know what? I'm going with the Miz because it's almost obvious that Mizdow is gonna win, and this is just gonna set up their eventual one-on-one match.
And swerve us.
And I hate this. Lil Karibo had me dying laughing while I watched this video because he was like, they're not having a one-on-one match at the pay-per-view. It's the only feud we give a shit about. Yes. And I laughed my ass like I was like, you know what? It was only 2 good feuds going into this pay-per-view. And neither one of the matches are happening.
Actually, I like that.
Goldust and Stardust should have had a match.
Yeah.
That's not happening. And Mizdow versus The Miz is not happening. Both of these matches, these are the only feuds that was worth a damn, and they're not getting one-on-one matches.
Mizdow, I have no problem with actually doing it slowly.
So what was the point of breaking up Stardust and Goldust?
If
they were going to have a match
that
doesn't make
sense.
sense.
He said they want to do more slow burn storylines. I have no problem with it.
I have no problem with it either, but it should have ended with Mizdow.
Slow burn. It's like an inferno going to WrestleMania.
Slow burn. It's like, I know slow burn. What they're doing with Stardust and Goldust is like if you tried to burn down the savannah in Africa.
It's taking
too damn long.
Somebody said apparently Vince squashed that case. He said he don't feel like there's enough interest in them two having a feud.
Yeah, because he's senile.
So that's how that's going.
No,
That's a dumb motherfucker.
let's get to the prediction of this bad was it 7-man ladder
See,
piece of shit ass ladder match. WWE, y'all fuck.
Way better. No,
They-
Ziggler's gonna win
my only problem with
because
this is
he should have kept it and lost it here, but I was thinking too smart.
my only problem with this. They overbooked it 7. That's a weird number.
Yeah, that's a weird number. That's why I said Sheamus would show up
If it's-
and make it 8.
If it was
Yeah, that
4,
can happen.
if it was those 4, Barrett, Ambrose, R-Truth, and Dolph Ziggler, I would have no problem with it being a 4-way.
I got
But then y'all added 3, including Daniel Bryan's an albatross in this. You had 3 albatrosses to the cut.
I agree with
Where
you.
the hell did it came from?
Yeah,
I agree with you
I got a
112%.
question.
Yo,
Yeah.
Is there gonna be a referee, and is there like gonna be a ref in the ring to watch stuff? All right, prediction. R-Truth is gonna somehow the referee's gonna get knocked the fuck out. Someone else is gonna grab the title. R-Truth is gonna snatch that bitch, run around for a little bit. The ref gets up, sees R-Truth with the tile, end of the match.
Hey,
There you
if
go.
they do that, I would actually love that.
Yeah,
I
that would be
wouldn't,
fun.
I wouldn't mind Archie win the damn
Yeah,
match,
me-
but because I think the title shit.
The-
But
the only person I don't want to win is Bad News Barrett because he's been the worst title holder I've ever
hey,
seen
you
in
know
my
what?
life.
You know what? That's my pick. I pick Bad News Barrett.
Really?
Yeah, that
He
was
gotta
my
win
first-
sometime.
Hell no.
I think
He
that
should
was-
not be allowed.
I think I already know what it was Barrett. He got over so much on that bad news thing. I think WWE doing him what they did to Cesaro. They up here trying to bury him on the slide to remove the bad news Barrett part of him.
But that was
And-
their thing.
That's why I don't get it. That's like Cesaro, the king of swing. The minute he start having a show off as if he actually gonna do the swing, and he doesn't do it.
He
Well,
doesn't
that's
swing
like-
now. That's part of his finish. That's part of their.
But you remember before they have him, I always teased him, but he'll never do it.
Yeah.
And like now, like they having Barrett constantly lose like that.
I think
But
this
at least
match-
he did get his title back.
I think this match is the hardest one to predict on the card, though.
But I got two.
Because we don't know what the fuck WWE
I got
doing.
2 possible finishes. The first one is Ziggler because he should have never lost it like that. He should have lost it at WrestleMania. And the second one is Wade Barrett retaining. Those are my 2 options. The rest of them,
I would pick
no
Dean
chance.
Ambrose.
If
I
I
would
had,
pick Dean Ambrose, but the problem,
They still ain't giving this man a pay-per-view
But-
win. What the fuck?
Like I said, Daniel Bryan's an albatross. I'm not sure why he's in there. He
Yeah, I
just
know.
there just I guess
It's because it's the only title he hasn't won.
that's like I said, if I had a second pick, it would be Daniel Bryan, only because I think Vince McMahon would just want to give the fans a consolation prize.
and that would be,
I'm sorry I didn't give y'all D Bryan, but here, he's the Intercontinental Champion. We don't do shit with that title anyway.
I said it depends on what they do after the fact. Right now, I have no problem with what they're doing because everybody's trying to steal. Everybody wants that belt so bad, they're stealing it. You know, they're not the actual champion.
No, this is why I keep thinking Bad News Barrett's going to retain, because I don't think they're going to do shit with this title. And they're not going to put it on these other guys because they actually plan on doing shit with these other guys.
The problem is,
Not Luke Harper, but the rest of them.
So
see, I got that dude was even in the match.
So what's probably gonna happen? Barrett will get it in the first
Walking
feud is with R-Truth.
Or-
R-Truth is important in this some way because they didn't want to have him do all that stupid shit if he wasn't gonna be in this
I'll be
somehow.
a good R-Truth.
New Day.
I think
Hey, if
that
he joined the New Day, that would be
I think
funny
they're probably
as
gonna
hell.
I'm
have.
done.
I'm calling either Dolph or Bryan because just for a WrestleMania-esque moment and for them to have the crowd to guarantee to cheer.
Actually,
at.
that makes sense because they could have a sequence where they're the last 2 up on the ladder and they're fighting because they should be in a match 1-on-1 anyway, but they're fighting on the top of the ladder.
Oh God.
Ziggler, he gets the best of Daniel Bryan and he goes up and grabs the belt. They can start a feud from there. You just build a story after it.
Now what's
I
gonna
got-
happen? It's gonna look like it's gonna come down to them. They're gonna be fighting. Exactly what you said. But Bad News Barrett gonna push them both off and climb up there and get
Oh
the belt.
no. That reminds me. I wonder if Dean Ambrose is gonna have a.
Oh, that's
spot.
perfect. That's perfect.
Off the ladder?
He pushes them off, and they fall right on the referee. Fall right on the referee. Barrett gets it. The R-Truth snatches, and they run around for a
Referee
while.
don't take that time of abuse.
It'll probably be more than one
Yeah,
run.
yeah, that we
Referees
should.
are built like bitches, man.
Since,
Matter of fact,
hold on.
Yeah.
Since Dean Ambrose said the one who started out by stealing the title, it would be funny if the referee distracted. Daniel Bryan, somebody would have win it, and then Dean Ambrose just steals the belt because the bell did not ring. And he's the first one seen holding that belt. Dean Ambrose steals it.
Dean Ambrose is the only reason this shit even happening. He walked in the headquarters, looked on the wall, and said, "I want my face on that wall." So the only way he thought he could do it by being that weak link of a champion, which he did, just for non-title. He got a title match, and then he had to return it
How
like
many
he
times
always
did he
do.
beat him? Like,
He owned this man. That match should be carrying his bag about that.
hell yeah.
But I'm gonna say one more thing. I'm gonna be done with this match. The only way I would think they would give like Daniel Bryan or Ziggler or Dean win this match is because they feel that would get the crowd would be excited and they want shit on the rest of the card.
They will anyway.
That's WWE logic because they tried this at the Royal Rumble by having The Rock come out there thinking that nobody would go shit on Roman, and they did anyway. So maybe they think, oh, Daniel Bryan wins, they get what they want, and I can have Roman Reigns with the title.
And that won't be right.
But that's just gonna happen anyway. They're gonna shit on that match.
I got to feel post-Mania. They're going to have another feud involving these guys again for that title.
But I hope to God within the next 3 shows before WrestleMania, which is SmackDown, then Raw, and another SmackDown, they put a stipulation on this Sting Triple H match. Please, for the love of God, in this Authority storyline, it's done. They've milked it for two years now.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
done.
like seeing a whole nother month. Big Show and Kane main
Yeah,
defending
please.
every week.
I'm also getting tired of the 20-minute
Show.
promos.
Yeah, well, no, those aren't gonna stop. They're gonna have a 15-minute promo with the Raw after WrestleMania, a 20-minute one to Raw after that one.
Oh
It's gonna be the whole.
Hey.
Roman Reigns on the mic for 15 minutes.
Suffering succotash.
Yeah, because I want to bro kick y'all again. I was like, oh great. No, Raw gonna open up Mania after Mania 20 minutes of Roman Reigns talking about how nobody believed
I
him.
did it for
And
the
then
Rock.
they
You know,
bought-
you know what would be
for the
funny?
people.
What make that whole promo funny?
What?
If he had to do it from the hospital.
If Roman had to say, I did it for the Rock, I did it for the people.
He had to do that shit from the hospital. I would die. I would
But
just
of course, Paul
die.
Heyman would be involved with
I
that
can't.
promo.
He's like, I can't breathe right now, but I'm WWE champion. Believe that.
No, I don't believe that.
My spleen.
No,
I don't
his
know,
Renee comes
maybe-
in, he's like, hey, baby girl.
Maybe they'll do some Seth Rollins, try to make Seth Rollins look like CM Punk, having Brock Lesnar come out there for one last time, F5 the fuck out of Roman Reigns, just because, and then Seth Rollins come cash in.
Nah, he's just gonna punch him in the mouth.
No, and
That
Seth
would be
Rollins hands Brock Lesnar a stack of cash. He's like, thanks for F5. And he's like, hey man, this is a little short.
You know what's
Better
gonna
open that money in the bank a little bit more, bitch.
Brock's gonna kill him anyway.
I think he can move on.
At least 20 times.
Hey, how much do you think it costs Brock Lesnar to F5 somebody?
I don't know what's his
The
contract.
same,
I don't know. Like, how much are we talking here? Like a couple $100,000 or
The
something
same-
like
the
that?
same-
He'll F5 somebody for
the
you?
same amount that takes to win the odds on guessing the winner of Cena and Rusev.
That's the next match, ain't it?
Yeah. Cena's gonna win, obviously. To bring some kind
I don't give 15 shits
That's the
about
whole
this
point
rivalry.
of the Rusev character.
Yeah.
I'm for Cena to beat
Yeah.
him.
They said this last year.
My problem is,
I tried to convince y'all.
No, you know what? You know what? I was in denial because I was hoping they would not do this stupid shit.
No,
they
you
did
know the Great White Hope. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying they did it. That's it. That's it. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, the Great White. You know the Great White Hope had to get there and beat the Russian evil power. You know he was gonna
No,
be
Drago?
we needed a hero.
But-
we need an American hero.
But they're
John
both,
Cena.
but they're both Caucasian.
it don't matter.
Yeah, but he's from that evil
Eastern European.
Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
He's from
one,
Eastern
uh,
European. The other one's
Cold
American.
War.
yeah.
I was just hoping
Drago!
that when Rusev started to win and he thought that should be a threat, they would just scrap that whole idea. But nope.
If he
The
dies,
plan
he
has
dies.
always been there for Cena to knock this man off.
But
the
I'm
ring.
not gonna go
You
that
know what?
far.
I want at WrestleMania when the match starts,
Yeah.
I want Rusev to say,
You know what?
I will
I won't
break
go that
you.
far.
You know what?
When we first
If
started
Rusev, hold on, let me say this one thing. If Rusev beats Cena, I'll admit I'm wrong. But as of right now, this whole thing has been for Cena to beat that man.
I ain't gonna go that far because when we first started talking about that, we were talking about that what, last year.
Yeah.
The problem is we wasn't even sure if Brock Lesnar was even gonna stick around post SummerSlam. So I mean, well, after a night of champions, so we could have a completely different storyline going on right now. Cause we thought what they're gonna have Roman Reigns go over Rusev to make him look strong facing Brock Lesnar when he brought the Shield up. And I don't think anybody saw Cena up here going on this kind of loose streak where this man actually needs a marquee win.
Agrees.
But this ain't even remotely super
the only good thing that's going to come out of this match is the U.S. title will gain some prestige because Cena's not going to job that much to mid-card.
I'm pretty sure one real wrestler I did bring this up.
You bring up a lot of things.
There was no way in hell Cena, Rusev had. It is set up for Rusev to lose to Cena because there is no way in hell they're gonna make Cena look even weaker than he can. Like they did, they had his behind get whooped by Brock Lesnar 3 times. 3, not, and one of them he actually won off of some bullshit, but he got his ass whooped 3 times, and now you mean to tell me he's gonna be in feud with Rusev?
But what?
He has no choice but to win because he lose, he's gonna look like a weak punk bitch.
See that AYT is my problem. Like, me personally, I would have Rusev win.
Shit, me too.
But the problem is they buried Cena for almost over a year already. He has to get something. You just ain't gonna have Cena just completely keep losing because you just gonna destroy his credibility.
He has lost more than usual. This shouldn't even be a shocker. But he wins so much that when he loses 3 or 4 matches in a row, we like, oh, Cena lost too much.
But we don't care about Cena losing these random matches like he lost to Dean.
Why does this have to be?
But he had a marquee win.
That's what I was going to get into because he hasn't had marquee win when he won the title before Brock took it off on him. And then when he beat Orton to get the shot again.
We really gonna count that though? No. We already know both of those basically meant like Randy wasn't gonna go.
But he won the matches.
But we already know he was just pretty much just been served up. They were just preparing the dinner.
But you know,
I agree with that, but he won the matches.
Then why you gonna put Orton?
He's not desperate. That's the point I'm trying to make. He's not desperate of a win because he won.
But
he should win. Like I do agree with you. He should win now, but only because he's been losing so much that you got to be like, man, Cena got to win sometime.
My next issue.
Poor Curtis Axel.
Is why does this have to be a title match?
Participant ever.
Why did they have to put the U.S. title into this situation?
To keep that and to keep Cena out the heavyweight title picture. That's why.
I find zero importance because I also brought that up in the same discussion to Real Wrestling, that Real Wrestling episode. Him getting U.S. title just proves he's falling off. You mean to tell he's about to beat this Rusev character to get this title that no one gives a shit about?
Well, even
if he gets this, if he gets this win, this isn't no marquee win. He's getting the bullshit title that he earned on his climb up.
Yeah, but
I know it's not a title steal.
Here's the problem: is the reason why everybody title is there because they did such a great job of burying the thing.
Yes, I agree with that.
Basically, up here is like they just completely just toss the thing over the top. This man said the title's a problem. Like, what the fuck are they fighting for?
I wonder what they rapping in before they bury it.
Nobody don't give out this. Man, he's on the title. He's on the title of this problem. What the fuck are you fighting for? You're not coming to wrestling just to say fuck around in the mid card. You try to get to the top. So your way to the top is getting your titles.
Yes.
You get your mid card title, and you then try to climb up to the world title. The mid card titles are probably like, then what the fuck are you fighting for?
I wonder if they bury every title and just get a replica. Bury the U.S. title and just get a new one.
Well, the U.S. title is about 20 feet deep right now.
What I was gonna say about this feud, like the title doesn't matter in the feud at all.
Right, struck over the IC title.
When Cena wins the title will only be important because to win the U.S. title, you have to beat Cena,
and that will build somebody else.
Yeah, beating Cena makes you something.
But guess what?
That's why when Rusev beat Cena, I was like, let's not have the match no more. Y'all already done something good. The match shouldn't happen at Fastlane anyway. So Rusev should have beat Cena at Mania.
But guess what? That title ain't gonna get defended. As soon as Cena gets it, they ain't gonna book matches.
You know why I disagree with you? Because of John Cena. Yeah. Anybody else, I would be 100% that belt would not get defended.
And we know Rusev will get the rematch in the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Actually,
no. He might win it back.
Actually, it will get defended like it does now, once every month, which is at a pay-per-view. So.
Yeah, and it's gonna get defended. Well, Rusev ain't been defending that belt Rusev defended that belt one time.
Yeah, I know, that's a shame. Next match.
Who's been a worthy challenger, Rusev Testing?
Can't talk about Brock Lesnar. Rusev on TV every week.
Rusev keep crushing everyone.
That's a good point too. Yeah, let go to the
But he throwing fat old men.
Oh wait, predictions. Shit.
Cena. Yeah, we already picked.
I'm going Rusev.
I want Rusev.
I say Drago.
I want him to say,
But-
"I must break you, cereal man."
But I got
And
feelings.
Sean Sin says, "It's Fruity Pebbles, bitch."
Oh,
Excellent.
I guess
Leave. Get out. Fuck out.
That's Fruity Pebbles.
considering
you
what Cena
bitch.
been through for 2014, I don't say Rusev. Like, clearly he doesn't care about losing right now. So you know what? Rusev.
Yeah, but he's not the one booting.
Yeah, but yeah.
What's the next
What-
one?
Next match is AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins.
All we're looking at this is for ass.
Paige.
Nothing else matters.
I mean,
How many white
y'all
dudes
getting
are in
3
this
minutes,
match?
so
Hopefully, 3.
All over.
All this is for ass
Who am I
and
predicting?
camel toe.
AJ
This
Paige.
is
and-
definitely
and
a
titties.
Billy
Unless-
Gunn match.
unless-
That's for
lipstick.
sure.
I got a question. I got a question for y'all.
Mhm.
Y'all think AJ and Paige gonna win this match?
No.
Yeah.
Cause I don't see it.
Well,
I see the
the
Bella
Be-
Twins
well,
winning this match easily.
when the Bella Twin contract run, because they talking about they're not going to renew.
Oh, you mean that stupid storyline on Total Divas? I don't believe that shit.
Total
for 1
Divas
minute.
does not really count.
And it's already
so through
yeah.
Total Divas?
First of all,
Yeah, that was a
if,
Total
I can't
even
believe
if that
you
was the
watched
case,
that
it had already happened. 'Cause
Trust
that
me,
shit taped
if that was
before.
Total Divas, the internet would have known about it for months.
Oh, okay, so I thought it was real life. I thought
Okay,
it was for
ju-
real.
it's
I
just
don't
like
trust shit they put on
Tej
Total
and,
Divas.
and Natty. Their marriage probably isn't
Okay.
that bad.
As soon as it was on Total Divas, that completely changed it. I think
She just gonna
the problem is,
Wow.
I think they brought AJ back. I think AJ and Paige going to
It depends. If in the next week they make it whoever gets the pinfall retains the title or wins it. All right, wins or retains the title. That might. Then I'm gonna say one of the other Bella might win.
All right, my predictions. I predict the winners are the males in the audience. The men and the teenagers watching this
Those poor
will
teenagers.
get to see the camel toe and the ass.
All right.
And the children of these men, will learn that this is what men do: ogle woman in a hot action of some
And
physicality.
And please don't be no fucking creeper if you're at ringside taking a picture of one of their asses and tweeting it to them.
Oh my god, I sound white.
Hashtag Lawler.
I sound white as fuck. No, I sound like Carl as fuck. Oh my
We only got
god.
9 minutes. We got.
I know. Let's go. I'm sorry. I sound like Carl. I
Hope they
apologize.
don't.
We have
I hope
8
a fan
minutes.
don't do that crap. That's stupid as hell.
The blackest son bitch here sounds like the whitest Carl in the fucking world. I apologize.
Well, okay.
Next match is Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt.
No one cares.
I do.
I really
This
don't.
is my favorite match on this damn card. Cause this is why I wanted to
I'm
see.
happy for you.
Cause this is why I wanted to see for you. The promo, I love the promo being built. This is the only thing I like more than Finn Balor right now.
Bray Wyatt is hilarious.
That's it. Bray Wyatt to me right now my favorite thing on WWE. Right.
They can have. They can.
Well, the main roster.
People can write college dissertations on his promos alone, man. That dude is. They may sound like he's mumbling, but the dude speaks some. It's that crack, dog. It's
This
like
was-
crack.
Bray Wyatt needs to be the new Undertaker.
See, so we got so little time. Wait,
Who
okay.
More or less.
will win?
I
They already fucked that up.
That's a
I hope one spot they do in this match. The Undertaker does his moves of doom, hits the tombstone, and Bray Wyatt busts out his crab walk. He no sells the tombstone.
See, you got it backwards.
No,
I
last
predict.
ride.
You got it backwards. I predict him busting out that crab walk and yelling, "Do it, Taker!" And Taker just picks him up out that position into a
Oh
tombstone.
no, he'll die. His knees can't take that.
prediction first. That's actually a tough one because I don't know who.
Yeah,
will
same
win
here.
this. I don't know who.
The funny thing is Bray Wyatt can lose it and still look strong.
Yeah, because he hadn't
Well,
lost
he's
the match.
gonna
Yeah,
lose.
that, we said that last
I
year with
disagree
Cena.
with that.
Yeah, because he had.
Cena-
Well, Bray had
I don't
lost.
give a fuck about this match. Because first of all, the
Cena's throwaway.
Undertaker's not
Well,
there, and if Bray Wyatt doesn't win, it's
Well,
stupid.
Bray
That's just my
Bray
opinion.
hasn't lost a match in 3-4 months now. So if he wins, you know it won't hurt him.
My fucking point. That they're
He
building
beat
up
Daniel
Bray.
Bryan clean.
They're
Yeah.
building up Bray
It
so
won't hurt.
strong for him to just lose to the Undertaker seems pointless to me.
But
But
they
it
do.
really
But they
won't
do.
hurt.
Oh, it's gonna hurt him because
Taker is.
But-
really,
It depends what happens post
I
match.
have to
it
say.
does.
I have
It
to
does.
say this. They do it. Even with last year, the streak they do with everybody. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, CM Punk, Kane, Mark Henry. They build them up real good just to prove that Undertaker is the dead man. That's what happens
And it's
every
WrestleMania.
year.
He gets a
At
super
WrestleMania,
bonus.
they build them all up saying they cut great promos to say I am going to beat you, Taker.
The one.
And all of them have lost except Brock Lesnar. And I think
Actually,
and only reason why Brock Lesnar won was over some bullshit.
I had to disagree with you a little bit only because two of those wins, like Edge and Batista won the title, and them other guys, who the fuck was they? Who you just named? Mark Henry don't count. He wasn't built up then.
Yeah, that was before the streak was all mystical.
Oh yeah, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, they veterans. They do nothing but talk.
Here's what I said. If we were talking about John Cena and Rusev, the loss would matter. Because then it would be a regular match. You talking about The Undertaker, Bray Wyatt, they're building this up way more than just a regular style wrestling match.
Because WrestleMania is fucking...
No, it's about, because this case, it's all about character.
Bray Wyatt seemed important because he's in the match with The Undertaker. But he hasn't beat nobody to say, why are you fighting The Undertaker?
But it don't matter for this case. It's all about their characters.
Yeah.
That's why The Undertaker was so big, because his character is larger than the company. They're building up Bray Wyatt with that same type of
It's
character.
not gonna hurt because Dean Ambrose lost a lot.
Undertaker's
The supernatural shit they doing is maybe 2015.
Undertaker's
But
character.
You
gotta understand, Undertaker's character is bigger than the Undertaker.
Hey, you know that
This
guy
got
that
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I got out of it.
We're talking two wrestlers who don't have a bigger than WWE character. Bray Wyatt shouldn't lose.
But they haven't been
Did you
doing
see-
that
did
though.
you
Yes,
see
they had the whole promo.
I'm talking about Undertaker. They haven't been doing that shit for the past 3 or 4 years.
But
now all of a sudden, oh, I still have power. What was your powers against goddamn Brock Lesnar?
You're fighting a beast. You're not beating a man.
Here's the problem, though. You can't really do that. Paul Heyman doing his normal promos, but the Undertaker, it just wouldn't work. The whole mind game, it would just be weird with Brock Lesnar.
Go ham. They still haven't been proven that he is not Thor.
But the problem is, the problem is Brock Lesnar, it would just look so out of place with Brock Lesnar, the Undertaker doing all this supernatural stuff, and Brock Lesnar just a beast. It would just look weird.
But let's make
That's why I said before, Finn Balor, he's gonna get pushed straight to the stars with this.
Let's do the prediction real quick. Even though it's tough, it's on the spot.
Ooh, I got one.
Bray Wyatt.
I'm gonna pick who I want to win. Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
I picked Bray Wyatt, then he's gonna assimilate the Undertaker's soul.
That's what I was thinking. New Undertaker.
I'm saying
No!
I'm gonna say Bray Wyatt.
His own entity, nigga.
I'm
just saying.
gonna say
Ain't gonna be the new.
Undertaker.
I'm gonna say
Right person.
Undertaker gonna choke slam him to hell. Then he's gonna climb after the match. Everybody's like, it's over. Then Bray Wyatt's gonna climb out the hole, and people are like, and he'll do his fucking laugh, and you're like, we're fucked.
Yeah, I'm done.
And it's a
Yeah,
Travis
I'm going
Undertaker.
Bray. But before we move on real quick, Diaka, did you see what he had in his urn that he poured out on Monday? He had that dirt, man.
Yeah, dirt.
They dug that title
Boy,
up.
they did that shit up, son.
They gave him a free sound.
They get a-
I'm in love with the coco.
they gave him that burnt crack.
Hey,
All right. Last match on this card so far is Randy Orton versus Seth
Hey,
Rollins.
you
The
probably
only one
say
that
cares?
been built up correctly.
You say probably the best match for last.
No.
Who cares?
When Orton beat the shit out of Seth Rollins, I lost all interest in the match.
Hey, same here.
I already seen what I wanted to see. If Orton would do that, if they had the match and Orton beat the shit out of him at WrestleMania and got his revenge, all right. But why do I gotta see the match?
Exactly. This is-
Why do I have to see the match? Orton beat the shit out
They
of Seth.
they blew their load too early.
And then Seth, and then for the first time, Seth no soul to beat. He came back the next week, perfect, not limping,
Oh my
not
goodness.
selling nothing. He
Cena.
pulled a Cena.
Cena.
Oh,
Seth Rollins is doing the
and that was-
Oh no, Super Seth.
Super
It-
Seth.
no, that pissed me off more than like the fact that they're actually gonna have
Seth
the
is
match.
scary.
I'm like, oh my god, Seth no soul to
That means
beat
Seth
it.
Rollins gonna come out of WrestleMania with full blonde hair.
And a gold belt.
Who I think is gonna win Randy Orton?
It's Randy Orton. He's winning.
Who cares?
No. It's gonna be Seth Rollins, J&J Security.
Hey,
Oh, Seth
You know what'd be
could avoid
funny?
the-
If
Seth
this
could
is the
avoid
pee
loss.
break.
Avoid the loss. He got a briefcase. He could lose up.
Yeah,
He
he
cash
can
in.
lose. Yeah.
He's not.
Hey guys, wouldn't it be funny if this was the pee break match?
It needed to be.
No, I'm still gonna Peter and
This
match.
actually might be the best match on the card. Randy Orton and Seth Rollins.
It'll be the sleeper.
Well, it's gonna be the
Wait,
first
wait.
match to get everybody
But to
hyped.
answer you, go ahead. Why would I want to watch this match? Because I'm looking at it for free. Why would I not watch it? That's why.
I got a feeling the sleeper match is gonna be between Martyr Lesnar
Jesus Christ.
and Roman Uzumaki.
I'm done. GG, I'm done. I'm done.
Sleeper.
I guess Orton will win, despite J&J and Kane and Big Show all running out there
Jesus
one by
Christ.
one. The Little Soldier Syndrome. Little Toy Soldier Syndrome.
And they're all
one
gonna
by
get
one,
RKO.
RKO.
Please, Stephanie,
oh,
eat RKO. Stephanie, please take RKO.
Oh, please, the guy. Let Kane and Big Show get punted. Please let them get punted.
Big Show, why you interfering? I'm having fun.
I'm gonna hit my move.
If they don't get punted. I hope Stephanie takes RKO.
The Big Show.
I'm not sure WWE.
I'm done.
I'm not sure if Vince would like that, but that would be cool.
All right.
All right.
That's it. That's it for Random Wrestling. Episode 2. Peace. And yeah, we'll see you after WrestleMania, I guess.
If it's alive.
At WrestleMania, I am gonna Roman Reigns. The end.